Hey everybody, Wes Luther here with Secure Acres Natural Bees. So we had somebody that was interested in seeing how we do our honey extraction, and we had a few little video clips for when we did our extraction back in October. Of course, we're going into, we're about mid-November right now, but we did have some videos of our honey process, our honey extraction process, and we decided to upload them. So check them out. If you enjoy the video, give us a like, consider subscribing, and becoming part of our community. So here we go. All right, so we're here outside the Clover Heights hive, and this is the hive we're going to be doing our honey extraction on. Now, as far as horizontal hives go, what we discovered, or what we found out after we started using them, is it's wise when you're using a horizontal hive to really only have one entrance open. And the reason why that is as the bees lay eggs and as the brood develops, they like to have good airflow to get those baby bees going. And if you have both of your entrances open like we have here, then there's a chance that you can get some eggs and some brood inside your frames that you're going to be pulling for honey. If you can seal it off, the queen is a lot less likely to lay eggs on the side that has little airflow, because they need that airflow for temperature regulation for the brood. So we're going to go into this hive. Hopefully we get some good honey out of the frames we're going to pull. We could get some brood, but if so, that's okay. We'll be sure to keep an eye out for the queen so we don't accidentally take her out, and it'll be a good time. So here we go. Got a lot of propolis here, so it's actually a little tricky to get out.
And we have an audience. You better not go up there.
So we got a little bit of honey on this frame here, and what I'm going to try to do is shake off the bees inside the hive. I'm going to pull a few more frames out so I can actually have some room. But they've almost filled out this horizontal hive. We've had them since about late May, and this is the last frame, so they've just about got it filled out. Nope, that's the honey frame. We haven't seen any brood on any of these frames yet, and that's really good. I was kind of expecting to see a little bit of brood, but as you can see, it's just been pretty much honey that they've stored so far. Looking really good. Okay, so now that I've pulled out the 4 frames, I'm going to shake the bees off inside the hive so they don't get too lost or anything like that. And then we'll put our divider board in, and that's all there is to it.
You're okay, Scarlett. It's okay. Good girl.
You should see this next frame. It is just covered in honey.
They're being fairly docile considering, huh?
Yeah.
This is the hive we didn't think was going to do too well this year. Remember?
What?
This is the hive we didn't expect to do too well.
Well, when we first started this year with this hive, when we first looked at the hive, when we pulled it out of the tree, because we caught it as a swarm, there was not hardly any brood in the hive. So we were a little worried, and we actually took a frame of brood from our apple blossom hive and put it in this hive, and they ended up being fine. They ended up being just fine. So, got our frames out, got the bees off, so now we're putting our divider board in, and that's pretty much it for the honey extraction. So we'll see you in a little bit, and we'll show you uncapping the frames and all that process. So see you soon. Oops. Okay. And once we uncap, we always turn this upside down because the comb is actually angled upward to hold the honey.
This is how you collect honey. And this honey here is, there's a word for it, Wes, what it is more than they'll need.
Yeah, so you don't want to leave the bees with too much honey because the thermal mass required to heat honey is really high, and so you want to leave them with just enough to help feed them over the winter time, but not too much as to where they can't heat up the hive when it gets cold.
It looks messy, but it's so worth it once we're done.
It takes a little while, but you know, the honey will drain down and it'll be as easy as that. And so thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.